like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is going to be my review for Season 1, Episode 8 of Shades of Blue. Basically, same stuff kind of going on. That damn Wozniak, I looked and he was kind of like, you know, he's so complex. So he's kind of going through about the fact that Sap is dead. You know, but you did it. I mean, you killed him, but he's still kind of going through about it. And I got the feeling, and you guys leave this in the comments to tell me what you think. I got the feeling when he was talking to his wife that she actually knows that he's not an above board cop, that he's kind of dirty. Because she says she made a comment, run your department and they'll follow you. And I just kind of got the feeling that she knows that his ass is a dirty cop and she don't give a fuck. You just get that money and we just go on and keep on living and stop with the bullshit. You know, that's just kind of what I got out of it. But Woz is so goddamn shady. After, you know, he literally, after he killed Sap and all that, and they pronounced the boy dead, he's the one that went and gave the information to the mother. Now, how cold-blooded are you really? You killed her son, and then you're going to be the one that goes to let her know that he's dead. I just said, that's just so shady. Anyway, so the whole episode we see Harley is actually going through. Like, she's just going through. She's really on edge. Her attitude is bad. They painted this picture that Saperstein is a rat. So Tess actually, her and Tess ended up going head to head at a point, called each other bitches and shit because she spoke out freely about the fact that Sap is a rat, and she's like, fucking have some respect, you bitch. You know, that's because she knows the truth. Sap is not a rat. That is just a whole fucked up situation. And she faults herself for the fact that the boy is actually dead. And truly, it is your fault. Truly is. Yes, indeed. Sure enough. Tufo. Or Tofu. Tufo. What is it? Tufo. He's actually going through. You know, he doesn't know what to think. You know, he loves him, but he's mad at him at the same time, and he just don't know what to think. But as the episode went on, more and more stuff is coming out, and he's starting to think differently. Like, everything's not what it appears to be. And especially after he had that last conversation with Sap's mom, as she was saying, you know, outside of his door looked like I seen that man outside the door looked like one of those men that came here with him when he told me he did something bad and he was going to do one more thing right. So things started to kind of unravel in that whole thing. But by the time we actually got to the end of this episode, it's official. Harley is actually against Woz. She's done with Woz. She's had enough of his shit. This whole episode, the main thing that was going on there was Christina's little boyfriend had gotten beat down by some cops. Christina had a video of it, and she moved on it without talking to Harley. Harley was pissed off because she wasn't supposed to be with the little boy, and she was smoking a little weed, and this thing and the other, and she was staying out late, just kind of breaking the rules. You know how kids do. But in the whole end of it all, she kind of was glad. You know, the little boy, of course, you know, the little boy fears her. And the little boy was really took the ass whooping because they said something to Christina. And so that kind of, she liked that. So she was cool with that. So that went on. Now, the ADA has actually been approached by the jerk from the FBI. So he's like, he ended up getting on top of the story of the fact that Miguel is actually Christina's father, and that's why there was all the involvement, and she told him about the setup and all of that. And he told her, you know what, if you get me more information on Waz, I'll take care of the whole little situation with you, because her immunity agreement wouldn't cover the shit that she did as far as setting Miguel up. But he said, I'll bury that shit. You give me what I need, I'll bury the shit, and all of that. But he did. He went to see the ADA, and the ADA came to her, and then they ended up running in and having this little conversation back and forth. And he's feeling like she used him. And she's telling him it kind of started off that way, but it really isn't. She was being very forthcoming with him, and he said something, and she said, well, thank you for making me feel like a whore, and they just kind of left it at that. They'll fix it. They're going to have to fix it because they're good together. But that's basically it. That's all that really happened. Naturally, the group took care of the dirty cops. It was two dirty cops that actually did the beating up of Christina's boyfriend, and one of the cops actually was a nephew of another guy in the police force. So Waz actually took Loman and brought him into the fold with it, just to kind of show him. He kind of flipped it. It was like the Jedi mind trick. He took him and was like, okay, so this is a dirty cop, and watch this, and watch out when he came to the guy. And found out the guy said, oh, he's my nephew. And basically let him know that he wasn't going to do nothing to him. And so Loman was like, you knew he wasn't going to do anything, didn't you? And he's like, yeah. He said, this is what I'm trying to show you. Sometimes you got to go do what you got to do to make things right. So he used the good in Loman to make him do bad shit. So he just pulled him into it. And Harley was pissed off when she actually seen that was actually done. But at the same time, they were actually beating their asses because of Christina. And they beat those two cops' ass. It was all of them. The whole group came together, lured their ass out of the bar, and beat their ass about fucking with Christina and her little boyfriend. So I don't think they'll be doing that anytime soon. But that was it. That was basically all that really went on in this episode. So definitely everything with this show is really done well, and it's really written very well, and it keeps you very engaged. You know what I mean? So, as again, remember in the beginning of this, I kept saying, I'm not this cops and robbers person, but I can't even stop watching. So, it is what it is. It's done very well. We're going to continue on with it. I will see you guys next Thursday. All right, guys. Bye. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Y'all know how that works. All right, later.